Hi everybody, it's Crystal. Today I'm going to show you how to make these cute little coasters here. They're pretty big coasters. They're probably about 6 inches across, counting that edging there. I thought they turned out really pretty. I'm making a set of 4 of them, and I'll probably give them as a Christmas gift. Got to start early. But I'm using, this is, I don't have the tag on it, but it's Peaches and Cream 100% cotton yarn, and it's 4-ply cotton. I would recommend probably using cotton for at least this part right here. This right back here is just regular Red Heart Super Saver, the edging, which is 100% acrylic. I only did that because I didn't have any white cotton. I would have used cotton, but the acrylic looks nice too, and it's not going to matter much because right here is where the cup will set, and the cotton will absorb the water better than the acrylic. So I would definitely use the cotton here. If you want to use something different on the outside, that's fine. And then I'm going to be using a size G, which is a 4.25 millimeter crochet hook, and you don't need much for each coaster. Probably, I don't know, just not even, I'm guessing 20 yards for this, maybe the same for the outside. Just so if you got scraps, that's kind of what I'm using. Just I had a bunch of cotton left over, so I decided to make something out of it. I thought these were pretty cute. Okay, you want to start off with a slip knot on your hook, like always. And then we're going to do a chain of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now I'm going to slip stitch into the first stitch to form a ring. Now if you want to use the magic circle here, that would work too. And now I'm going to start off by chaining 1. And now I'm going to work 12 double crochets through the center of that ring. So I'm going to yarn over and double crochet through the center. Yarn over through the center, double crochet, and I'm going to have a total of 12. So that's 3, 4, 5. Okay, once you make it around and you got your 12 double crochets, you want to go ahead and slip stitch into your first double crochet, not that chain 1, but the first double crochet, and you'll have 12 double crochets at the end of round 1. Now round 2, we're going to chain 1, and now we're going to work right back into that same stitch, and I'm going to put 2 double crochets. So right there, I'm going to yarn over and go right in and work 1 double, and then back in the same spot again and work 2 doubles. Now I'm going to go to the next stitch, and I'm going to put 2 double crochets in that stitch, like that. And the next one is going to be 2 double crochets, and this is going to be the repeat for round 2. It's just going to be 2 double crochets in every single stitch all the way around. And when you get back around, you should have a total of 24 double crochets. Okay, when you make it back around and you count it and you have 24 double crochets, you want to go ahead and slip stitch into this first double crochet, and not that chain 1, the double crochet, and that will end round 2. Okay, round 3, we're going to start with a chain 1, and we're going to go right back into that same stitch, and we're going to put 1 double crochet, just like that. Now the next stitch, we're going to put 2 double crochets in the same stitch, and the next one will be 1 double crochet, and then the next stitch will be 2 double crochets into the same stitch. 1 double crochet into the next stitch, and then 2 double crochets into the next. So that is the repeat for round 3. 1 double crochet, then 2 double crochets, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets, all the way around to the beginning. And when you get back around, you should have a total of 36 double crochets. Okay, once you make it back around and you have a total of 36 stitches, you want to go ahead and slip stitch into your first double crochet, and that will end round 3. Round 4, we're going to chain 1, go right back into that same stitch and do 1 double crochet, and now we're going to put 1 double crochet into the next stitch, and then the next stitch you'll get 2 double crochets in the same stitch. Now we're going to put 1 double crochet in each of the next 2 stitches. So 1 double, 1 double. So 1 in the next. And then the next one is going to get 2 double crochets in the same stitch. One double crochet in each of the next 2 stitches. 1, and then 2 double crochets into the next stitch, and that is a repeat this time around. 1 double, 1 double, 2 doubles, 1 double, 1 double, 2 doubles, all the way around. And when you get back to the beginning, you should have a total of 48 double crochets. Okay, once you make it back around and you have your 48 double crochets, you want to go ahead again and slip stitch into your first double crochet. And I'm going to tie it off right here and clip my yarn. Like that, and then kind of pull it out. So there is the colored part. Now I'm going to work on the edging. Okay, so working on round 5 now, and you can start in any stitch that you want. So you can just choose one and start your yarn out. Okay, you want to start off with a chain of 1. Now I'm going to go and I'm going to put 3 double crochets back into that same stitch. So there's 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to chain 1, and I'm going to put 3 more doubles into that same stitch again. So there's 1, 2, and 3. So in that stitch I have 3 doubles and a chain 1 and 3 more doubles. Now I'm going to skip 3 stitches, and sometimes you have to pull this one back to find that one because sometimes it gets hidden. So 1, 2, 3, and in the next one I'm going to do this again. So skip 3, and then the next one I'm going to put 3 doubles. There's 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to chain 1, and I'm going to put 3 more doubles back into that same stitch. 1, 2, and 3. Again, I'm going to skip the next 3 stitches, so pull these back, skip, 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 and in the next one I'm going to put my 3 doubles. 1, 2, 3, chain 1, and then 3 more doubles back into that same stitch. So 1, 2, 3. Skip 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and then the next I'm going to do it again. 3 doubles, chain 1, and 3 more doubles. And this is the repeat all the way around. And when I get back to the beginning, I should have a total of 12 sets of these little shells. Just like that. Okay, when you make it all the way around and you have your 12 little shell sets, you should have 3 stitches there left to skip. 1, 2, 3. And I'm just going to slip stitch into my first double crochet. And that ends round 5. Like that. Now we're going to start round 6 by slip stitching over to this chain 1 space. So I'm going to slip stitch once, slip stitch twice, and then 3 times will put us into that space, just like that. Now I'm going to start by chaining 1, and I'm going to work 4 half double crochets through this center here, or through this chain space. So there's 1, 2, oops, 3, and 4. And I'm going to put a picot stitch on this 4th one. So what I'm going to do is now is chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to come down and slip stitch into the top of the stitch. I like to go right here under this loop and then grab a loop on the side. I think that it holds better when you do that. And go ahead and slip stitch. I always gotta pull it over like that. There we go. And that puts that little point on it. Now I'm going to put 3 more half double crochets in the same spot. 1, 2, and 3. So we'll look what we got here. We actually have a total of 7 half double crochets because we did the 4 and the picot and the 3. So 7 total. The picot is just in the middle one, the 4th one. So now what we're going to do is jump over to this space right here. It's not a chain space or anything. It's just a space in between these shells. And I'm just going to go right through and single crochet. Just like that. And now I'm going to jump over here to the next chain 1 space and I'm going to do this again. So I'm going to start by doing 4 half double crochets. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'll do my picot by chaining 3, 1, 2, 3, and then come back down and slip stitch into the top of, grab this front loop of that, and then kind of like on the side here. That's how I do it. Some people grab different spots, but that's what I do. I think it makes it look like a little bit of a tighter ball that way. Now go ahead and finish by putting 3 more half doubles in that same chain space. 2 and 3. So there's that one. Again, right here in between these 2, we're going to go right through here and put a single crochet. Just like that. Now I'm going to jump over to the next chain space and make this shell again. So I'm going to start by doing 4 half doubles. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, picot, 1, 2, 3 chain, and go ahead and slip stitch back into the bottom. Some people slip stitch into the first chain of the picot, but I mean you can do that, but I always grab the side of the stitch like that, and then finish off by putting 3 more half doubles into that same chain space. 2, 3, and then right here in between these two shells, go right in there and single crochet. So that's the repeat all the way around. Shell stitches right here and then single crochets in between. And when you get back around, you should have a total of 12 of these little shell stitches with the little picots, and then you'll have 12 little single crochets in the middle. Okay, when you make it back around, I just did my last single crochet here right in between these two shells. Now I'm just going to end round 6 by slip stitching into my first half double crochet, maybe like that, and then I'm going to tie this off and hide all these tails, and then that is it. That is all there is to it. I think it turned out really cute, and you can make as many as you want. I might get like maybe a blue or something to go with it. I don't have any now, but then I'll probably give it to somebody. Hopefully they like it. But if you make this or anything else, I'd really like to see a picture of it. You can post a picture on my Bagoday Crochet Facebook page. I'll put a link to that below in the description box. And until next time, have a good day.